All right, good morning, everyone. Is my mic on? Yup. All right, good morning, everyone. Hopefully, you guys are all doing good. Today is September 9th, 2025. It is Tuesday. Let's go ahead and hop on the charts, check Forex Factory, see what we got going on. And I've done a little bit of pre market analysis, so I don't always have time to do that, but today I was just chilling in bed and I was like, you know what? I have some time. I'm gonna do pre-market analysis. Once again, I don't always have time to do that, but today I did. So that's kind of cool. So we have no news today. Let's go ahead and screenshot that. And yeah, very cool. So let's go ahead and screenshot that. Bang. And let's go back over here. Okay. So let's put in here no news Tuesday. And I actually kind of have a possible idea for today that I'm liking a lot. So I'm gonna show you guys and see what you guys think, and then let me know your guys' thoughts as well. No news Tuesday. Okay, I'll actually be right back. I need to. I'm not really all the way set up. Hang on. But this is a possibility, right? I don't want to have that up yet. I'll get to what I was thinking in just a second, but I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Good morning. Hey, good morning, Snowman. So, I have done a little bit of pre-market analysis, which is kind of cool. Normally, I don't have time for that, but today, good morning, Kirk. Today, I had a little bit of extra time because I mostly edited my short form video yesterday, and I was just so tired, and I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna upload it if it's not done. So I didn't upload it, but because of that, I didn't have to make a whole new short form video today. So I had more time for pre-market analysis, and yeah, I've been looking around, so I want to show you guys kind of my thoughts so far on what we could have going on. I actually, this is gonna sound really like I'm like jumping into things, but guys, I'm really liking this 5-minute change state a lot. Like, I'm really liking this. It's a 5 minute gap as well. So maybe one thing we could do, right? I'm liking the SMT with YM here, and this looks like really nice manipulation. I'm not gonna lie, guys. The reason I'm bullish, Captain America can pick up what? Oh yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying. Is it time to pick up Thor's hammer? Maybe it might be. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm not gonna lie. This is kind of like seeming really nice right now. I know I just got on the charts, but SMT accumulation manipulation, and once again, the reason I'm bullish is because I even on the higher time frame, I think we need to at least go into this consolidation and volume imbalance. It's a daily volume imbalance, and you can see how all of this, to me right now, all of this is high resistance liquidity. So I'm essentially using this high resistance liquidity as a confluence to say, I don't think we're gonna go run this yet. I think this is high resistance right now. At least that's kind of what I think. Let me know what you guys think, but I'm thinking this is gonna be high resistance, and that we're going to end up continuing to go run previous day's high here. It's kind of what I'm thinking right now, but once again, to be determined. But yeah, I'm not gonna mark that out right now. So then SMT with YM here, you can see that right here. So yeah, you can already see the market kind of picking up a reaction off of this. Not gonna lie, this inversion actually looks really good. I just don't have time to calculate everything. Dang it, dude. This inversion's really good. I'm not on the charts yet. It's whatever. I don't know. It's fine. I like that inducement. Did it even inverse though? Yeah, it did. This is gonna work. This is so gonna work. This is gonna be pretty high RR too, probably. Okay, I'm gonna take this.
Order filled.
And I'm gonna take this on top step too. It's in line with my bias. What is this? 4? Still like this. Yeah, because we manipulated midnight with inducement. We're delivering from the 5 minute change of state delivery, and we got an inversion. So I'm taking this. So I will go break even at these equal highs. And then the idea is, I think that we are in accumulation manipulation. We're delivering from a 5 minute change in state. So I just took a lower time frame inversion off of it. And then I think this is going to be the draw on liquidity. Not really scared. I'm just gonna accept whatever outcome happens, to be honest. But I will scale out. Um, but I think, it's paired with an inducement of a higher time frame level. That's why I like it. Might not work. Dang it, dude.
Order filled.
I got stopped out on my personal, so. But not on my top step. I didn't get stopped out on my top step. I don't really regret that trade. I think it was fine. Yeah, I'm still in on top step, so. I'm still in on top step. I don't like how long it's taking, to be honest. Okay, if this did work, though, this I think we would have accelerated up there. But we did not. Okay, stopped out. So, alright, whatever. I'm gonna go on a 2-minute walk. I'll be back. I liked that, but might have been a little. I should have just probably been a little bit more patient. Okay, I'm gonna go on a 2-minute walk, and then I'm gonna try and completely reset and refresh and reevaluate, and then, we'll see what happens after this. But yeah, I need to completely get a reset. Once again, I'm allowing myself to take more opportunities, but I think that might have been a little premature. I'm gonna go on a 2-minute walk, completely reset, completely reevaluate, and then get some water, and then I probably will allow myself one more trade today. And then if that ends up being a loss, then yeah, I'm done for the day, probably. So gonna just completely reevaluate, reset. I think I jumped into things a little too early. Gonna reevaluate and reset. Alright, so I am back once again. So the difference between now and in the past is I feel completely in control. I feel like what I took was a okay trade. Probably wasn't the best trade in the world, but that's trading, right? We're gonna mess up. I'm gonna mess up. So now I've completely refreshed, reset. I'm at the point where I would probably allow myself to take one more trade today, but man, I'm a little. I'm not super happy that I rushed into that super fast, but I thought that might have been good. So anyway, I'm just gonna try and completely reset. Once again, we were delivering from the 5-minute change in state, delivering from midnight. I think honestly, this is an inducement is gonna be really good. So the reason being, we have let's see if we have a 1 hour key level. Yeah, we have a 1 hour gap we're delivering from. You see that? So I'm honestly very much considering this, and then I will be done for the day if this didn't hit. But this is a lot higher, more higher time frame of a trade. I'm considering it. I'm not necessarily gonna take it, but 1 hour gap, SMT. Now we're inducing this low, inducing midnight. I'm considering it. Let's just get organized real quick. So, okay. Okay, I'm just completely trying to reset here. So, base risk 200. Personal 20. Top step 900. Okay, let's clear out the chart real quick. Once again, guys, I'm trying to completely reset right now. I still think that right now this is high resistance, and that the market is drawing up towards this previous week's high. And then now, seems like to me that was an inducement of this low. Honestly, and it's also a 2022 model, right? Break of structure. So yeah, once again, I'm not really regretting this idea of this is probably equilibrium. Yeah. I still think this is a good trade. I think that this was just slightly early. So I guess what we could do is 5-minute gap at equilibrium. So this will be 2022 plus, right? And then 30-second change in state if we got this. Yeah, guys, I'm just trying to be. I know, like, I'm never gonna be a perfect trader, and that's the reality of trading. And I hope you guys realize that who else is trading live? No one, right? Because trading live's hard. But I still like the idea of, and then if this doesn't work, good chance I'll be done. But right? We have this 2022 gap at equilibrium. We got below midnight, and now I want to see 30-second change in state out of here. And this is actually in the macro. So, and the nice thing is you can go break even here. I'm considering it. I'm not necessarily saying I'm going to take it, but we're delivering from a 5-minute 2022 gap, right? And the volume, oh, look at the volume bounce at the bottom of it. It's a backboard right there. Now, I don't want to take a bad trade, but I don't think this is necessarily a terrible trade. I think this is okay. Do we have S&T at that low? I don't know. It's maybe not the best price action. You could argue that. You could definitely argue that. I don't want to do something dumb. But I also don't want to miss opportunity that is there, you know. It's so hard. This is why no one else trades live, right? Cuz it's hard. It's hard. But this 2022 gap was below midnight. I'm honestly sticking to my idea. I'm going to go with this if we get it. But I have to switch the...
Order rejected. Order rejected.
Why is it rejecting my order? Oh, I guess I didn't save. Okay, hang on.
Order filled.
Alright. Okay, so what's the idea here? Well, first of all, we have equal highs, right? Second of all, we triple sweeped midnight into this gap. We have S&T with this low, so I'm thinking accumulation. Okay. Here's what I'm thinking, right? We have this gap right here. It's at equilibrium. We've swept midnight. We've actually took out 730. Oh wait, have we taken out 730? Oh, we haven't even taken out. Wow, we haven't taken out 730. That's not good. What up, Het? Dude, I'm not gonna lie. Am I just being stupid right now? I might just be being stupid. I already made the decision. I mean, it could work. That's why I'm not doing anything about it, right? John Michael's just like, yes, bro.
Stop filled.
Yeah. Okay, I'm not trading anymore today. I'm definitely out of it. Dude. All right, 2-minute walk, and I'm probably just gonna come back and just watch the market.
You'll need to unlock.
All right, I'm trading on demo the rest of the day. I'm trading on demo the rest of the day. All right. So this is just it's the ultimate here guys. I'm gonna go on a little rant here, right? It's the ultimate battle of patience and just simply letting the setup come to you and thinking the setup's already there when it's not. Now, I liked this 5-minute change in state, right? Objectively, it's pretty good. What I probably should have done is just taken it as a 5-minute change in state and did not try to do lower time frame entries off of it. And that would have been probably the smarter thing to do. What would exactly? And that would have been probably the smarter thing to do, to just take the higher time frame trade. I do think lower time frames are precise, but I have to be careful with it because it can take you down this hole of trying to take too many trades, and that are not super good, right? The times you should take lower time frame trades, there's times where you should, like right at market open, right? Those lower time frame trades, they're going to be really nice because market open is going to deliver price towards where it wants to go, right? Lower time frame trades before news. I know that most people don't think that, but if you're taking a trade and it's on a lower time frame and it's towards a liquidity pool, news is going to deliver price. He would wait for market open. Kirk, you're the best, man. Yeah, right? And so, should I have been more patient? Yes. But what's better in this situation, right? Me continuing to trade or me just saying, you know what? I'm out of it. I messed up. And I'm going to just move on. I'm not perfect. And sometimes it can be easy to think you see something when there's nothing there. And that's not, not many people will admit that happens to them, but it happens to most everyone. And it's hard. It's hard because, I think for a moment that there's something there and there's nothing. And, trading, so much of trading is just doing nothing until there's opportunity. It is what it is, guys. I'm just trying my best, and I'm going to keep going trying my best. But I definitely took opportunities that weren't there. And this is the lesson here isn't that, the lesson here isn't that I'm like a bad trader. The lesson here is that I need to learn that this is okay. This is part of the process. It's part of the process for me to mess up, do something stupid, and then take no trades the rest of the day, and then move on. John Michael, you think I should take one more try if there's another opportunity? I would maybe consider that because I can allow myself to take up to 3, but I really want to make sure that would be like undeniably obvious and not me forcing it. But I could consider that, right, John Michael? I could consider that. Once again, guys, I'm a human being. I wish I was perfect. I wish I was all perfect. I trust me. I'm trying everything I can to be the disciplined person that I want to be. I'm trying everything that I can to keep that calm, to keep that patience, and to make the right decisions. It's not always easy. It's really not. Trust me, if anyone's trying their best, it is me. But I'm still human, and I'm still gonna mess up. That's part of why I actually like live streaming, because it puts me fully accountable. It puts me in a position where I can't lie to you guys. I can't hide anything that's going on. Whatever happens, you guys see everything. And I know that this is what happened the end of 2024, right at the last day of 2024. That day, I remember I went on Tilt. I did it on live stream, and it made me never want to go live again. And ever since then, right, what's going on? I've realized live streaming is actually the perfect way to prevent tilt because I am fully accountable on live. I can't hide if a whole bunch of people are watching me and I go on tilt. I can't hide that, right? So I feel like if anything, like I gotta go live every time I'm trading because it's gonna hold me accountable. And once again, one day at a time, guys. All right, so I will consider taking another trade, but only if it's a trade comes to me. Only if the trade comes to me, and that's it, right? That I'd be done. I'd be done for the day. But it is within my rules now because I changed my rules to Jake Sully. It is within my rules now because my rules allow me to take more trades now. Because one, I'm going for higher RR trades. Two, that's just my trading style. Two, one option is I can have a cooldown, right? Because if I had the cooldown, a time. Oh, that makes sense. See, I don't know why this is still not. One option is I could do a cooldown, so that way I give myself time. Okay, honestly, this is gonna be a good rule. This is gonna be a good rule. If I take a loss in the pre-market, no more trades till market open. That should be 100% a rule, right? Because why should I take 2 losses in a pre-market, right? And so once again, I don't even think they were full-size losses, which is nice. They're like 2/3 size, but not really what I wanted to have happen this morning. But anyway, guys, we're just gonna move forward one day at a time. I don't care if this takes 5 years, dude. I'm still gonna be here. And once again, I don't know what is going on with this, dude. Come on. Stop being blurry. What the heck? But yeah, guys. No one else trades live because everyone else is scared. Everyone else is scared of the fact that it holds them accountable. It totally holds them accountable. And if they mess up, that brand, that reputation they've built for so long, it gets ruined. And that's why no one else does it. And also, guys, I still don't know why this camera's blurry. Okay, yeah, let's just get back to charting. Let's move on. I'm not even gonna pull up anything yet. I'm not gonna pull up my accounts yet. I am going to basically not pull up anything until the trade comes to me. What do I think about this Asia S&T? Let's actually look at this, right? What do I think of this Asia S&T? Well, yeah, once again, I still feel like the market, well, I was thinking the market could be bullish, but, well, actually, yeah, it could be. My mind's just running right now. I'm not exactly sure yet, but we're just going to keep looking around. So, we have S&T with Asia. That's looking nice, Kirk. I will admit, that is looking nice. But yeah, I'm letting the trade come to me if there is a trade. Once again, you could argue this entire range is accumulation. Honestly, though, I kind of wonder, maybe we need to take out Asia's low. Maybe we need to take out Asia's low and then get S&T with PM. Once again, I'm just kind of going through ideas here. Let me know what you guys are thinking right now, but yeah. I thought this was high resistance. Clearly now we're kind of breaking that idea. Um, yeah, I'm just gonna, if we get a trade, it's gonna need to come to me, right? Yeah, Asia SMT. PMI news? I thought there was no news. I thought I just checked that. Wait, really? Is there actually? It's not showing news for me. I don't think there's news. I think you think you're looking at a different currency. Cause I don't have it. Okay. Yeah. So, anyway, let's just try and completely reset. I'm not taking it. If I do take another trade, it will not be till after market open. Yeah. Yeah, there's no news right now. I was like, I checked news. But yeah, once again, guys, we're going into this completely resetting. If I do take a trade, it'll probably be going into, after market open or going into the 10 a.m. macro. But once again, guys, this is kind of why I like high RR. For me, I'm not saying it's right for everyone, right? But for me, because when I'm off, I am so off. I am so off. When I'm right, I usually have the higher time frame align with the lower time frame, and then it's just a crazy huge win. And I feel like that's the way for me to be profitable. I'm not saying that's the way for everyone. For some other people, it might not be that way, but it's just the way that makes sense to me because I know myself, my personality, and my personality is I just do stupid things. So if I can just allow myself to lose a lot, but then have big wins, to me that's going to be my best chance of being profitable, I think. That's just how I feel. Once again, I feel like trading is such a personal thing, and I'm just going to keep trying my best every single day because I know these markets are algorithmic, right? But yeah, that's kind of what I think personally. When I have a good day, it's usually like super super accurate. So let's just keep looking around, right? So man, this is really interesting. Look what happened here, right? We ended up having once again, this is the whole fade the inversion with the Phoenix model idea. And I've been loving these kinds of ideas lately, right? Where you have a rejection block after an inverse fair value gap, and everyone that's long from the inverse fair value gap, you're trying to target those stop losses, right? And this is, oh man, I've been loving this idea so far. Where we get SMT with it, right? And then you just target their stop losses. Fade the IPG people, and it's just kind of cool because it's like, wow, that's actually pretty cool. So yeah, you can see how we ended up pushing up into the change in state here, and then that delivered price lower. So the faster we can spot SMTs, the better. You'll know, like, if you could catch this SMT right as it formed, it'd just be super, super good. We still have equal highs right here. That's something to keep in mind. We still have equal highs. I'm going to actually, I want to be able to see YM as well. I think it's important to see all three. And, yeah, let's just keep looking around, guys. Try and be patient. Kind of want to, once again, if possible, let the trade come to me. It might be the case that we're now going lower, but I don't know. I kind of thought we would draw up to previous week's high, and honestly, we still might. Like, this seems like a nice draw on liquidity. Higher time frame is bullish. Within a higher time frame within a higher time frame buy model. So that's a definitely possible draw on liquidity. And once again, right, the reason I like this draw on liquidity is because there's a consolidation resting nicely above it. That's just kind of how I feel. Once again, guys, be completely fine with disagreeing with me, because you guys know how imperfect I am, right? I'm so imperfect, and that's okay. That's okay. I'm just human. So, consolidation. I mean, the issue is there's just so much sell side here that it might not matter. Like, we could just end up running down sell side. And I think I noted that we had previous day's high S&T, right? Previous day's high S&T here. And so that could end up driving price lower. But yeah, I think I'm just going to wait for the manipulation on market open, and then we're going to try and play distribution the opposite direction. What up, random guy? So yeah, I think that's the key, right? We're going to try and wait for market open and play distribution the opposite way. Yeah. And I think waiting for S&T is key, right? Right now, I think marking out the S&Ts as soon as possible, it's always going to be good. So we have Asia S&T here. The S&Ts they're kind of like, look at that. We actually manipulated all of our time levels. We're below midnight. You know why? You know a big reason why? So now I'm realizing this now. Actually, this 5 minute. This is a very good lesson, guys. Very good lesson. This 5 minute changes to delivery, right? It's a very good lesson. It looks good, but we have not manipulated 730 yet. And I actually think that is very important because it's a true open, right? We have not manipulated 730 yet. And so I think that was a big reason for why this failed, because smart money, if they find any reason to not enter a trade, they're going to basically say, I'm not going to take it. And that's just the reality of being a good trader. So I think, 730 being below here is a big reason why that ended up not working out. Now, one thing I'm thinking is this is a nice 5 minute rejection block. Part of me really wants to take this rejection block as a Phoenix model. But I don't know. That's probably not the smartest thing to do right away. But I think this could end up being a nice rejection block. Looks like we had just a giant dump here, yeah. So I think we could be getting close to getting a low. 5 minute rejection block. So yeah, I'm just gonna mark this out. So one NQ. No, 10 MNQ. MNQ. Okay. All right. So yeah, once again, essentially we're waiting for market open. We do have equal highs. I really do think that the market will switch bullish, probably. At this point, it actually kind of looks like, we push down into this gap. Yeah, guys, look at this. 15-minute for value gap. And then now 1 minute change in state. We dip below all of our time levels. We got S&T below all of our time levels. So, once again, I'm still kind of feeling bullish. market opens coming up here. But I kind of thought the market open would manipulate price. Maybe market open is going to distribute price. Once again, I don't want to rush into anything because I'm trying to be smart, guys. I'm trying to be smart. I'm trying my best. I'm not perfect. But at this point now, it looks like we've manipulated midnight. We've manipulated 7:30. We got Asia SMT here. Let's see if this is a gold block for value gap. Oh, look at this. Right at the low of the dealing range. Clean. I'm not gonna lie, this is clean. This is clean, right? We have a liquidity sweep into the low of the dealing range. Alright guys, I think this is gonna be the idea here, right? We have our drawn liquidity at around the extension of the dealing range. We've swept liquidity with SMT at the low of the dealing range. So I'm honestly thinking that we're going to go up to our drawn liquidity at the high. So yeah, look at this. Break a structure. Kind of looks nice. I don't want to rush into anything, but yeah, that kind of looks nice, right? So I think market open could distribute. So I think I'm ready to open up Trade Evade again because market's gonna open, and then I think we are gonna distribute at market open. So but I don't know. I'm trying to be thoughtful here, right? It needs to be obvious. It needs to be obvious. What do you guys think right now? What do you guys think? This rejection block that I was just talking about, this rejection block, I was like, well, I guess not the 5-minute one, but the 3-minute one ended up holding. Who all's still here? Oh wow, there's 7 watching. Okay. So, yeah. If we do, I want to get the accounts ready in case we do get something. So, and then I literally can't trade anymore after this. If I take a loss, I have to be done. So. So what's the count at right now? 1,300. Yeah, I'm thinking that yeah, market open's gonna deliver. Yup. So hang on. Is eight watching? Let's go. Okay, so yeah, Asia SMT 15-minute gap. We've manipulated 7:30. We've manipulated midnight. Once again, I allow myself to do essentially one trade if we get it, and then I'm not trading anymore today. So I'm gonna be patient, and yeah, if there's something obvious that is undeniable that makes sense according to my back testing, I have to remember that, right? It has to make sense according to my back testing, right? And if it doesn't, then I can't take it. So much of trading early is patience, though. It's not easy. So we had the 15-minute gap. Looks like we reused this 2022. We used this 2022 gap in discount. So I kind of like this 5-minute change in state. We've manipulated our time levels. I like this 5-minute change in state. Right? Very obvious accumulation, manipulation of our time levels. I mean, it seems like it should be straightforward to just take a 5-minute change in state here. And then I think I'll just hold it no matter what happens. But it kind of depends. I want it to be really good momentum and to be obvious. And then I might even enter on a retest. Depends, right? Is this a 1 hour gap? It actually is a 1 hour gap. So 1 hour gap. Once again, I kind of still feel like previous week's high could end up being the drawn liquidity. But I need this to be obvious, right? And then if it's obvious, then maybe. If it's not obvious, then no. What do you guys think? Do you guys think this is stupid? It might be stupid. Because of the wick. The stupid wick. If it closed higher, I'm not taking this. This is not good, dude. No way. No way. It's just not. Why has it got that wick? Why has it got that wick? Well, maybe if it closes a little higher. Still, I'm not convinced, dude. Why is it acting like that? Yeah, dude, what the heck? So yeah, look at that, right? Not convincing to me, personally. If anything, this makes me want to short because now we just got bearish SMT. And we swept out all these highs. Not saying I'm going to, but that's, I don't know. It could go higher. Actually, you know what? No, it could. I shouldn't say that it can't. It could. But now there's definitely equal lows here. And I think we have SMT. Yeah. SMT right here. Yeah, look at that. SMT. Where's the first presented for value gap? First presented for value gap 924 is right here. So we just manipulated midnight with SMT, guys. And it's 90-minute SMT too, I think. Yeah, because 7:30. So this is the high of quarter 2. This is the high of quarter 3. So we got 90-minute SMT with that high. And it was above midnight. Okay, so what about this rejection block? What about this rejection block? This rejection block could be a Phoenix model. Once again, guys, trading's hard. Trading's so hard. So, okay, 5-minute rejection block. It's looking kind of clean. And yeah, I'm not sure right now. I'm not sure right now. I'm not seeing anything obvious, honestly. Yeah, look at how price is consolidating. If anything, if we're gonna get a trade, it's gonna be like, I don't know. This is not it. This is not it. Okay. Okay. I think we gotta just wait. There's nothing here. There's nothing here. What do you guys think? Honestly, I'm kind of thinking there's nothing here right now. 8 watching. Let's go. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. Yeah, it's just weird. It's just been a pain. In higher time frames, bullish, but there's a lot of liquidity below. I don't know. It's just not. It's not anything high probability. I probably, yeah, probably gotta work on the skill of not taking a trade when this is the case. Now, kind of feels like, I don't know. I'm still thinking. Yeah, guys, I think it's just chopping. I don't know, man. I'm not going to walk. I don't think this is good trading conditions. "15-second CSD maybe, but I don't think that's anything. Yeah, but I'll just go walk around and, yeah. I'm not seeing anything. I'm gonna come back though. I'm just gonna go on a walk. Try and just like reset myself, reset my body, reset my brain. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, guys. This is not it. This is not price action I want to be trading. After a step away, I'm gonna close the charts and reset, probably going into tomorrow. So I'm gonna close the accounts and one day at a time, guys. One day at a time. Is it the end of the world that I messed up today? No. We come back tomorrow. Yeah, I'm closing off my accounts. I'm not even gonna look at this as a possible option for my accounts. I think maybe a cooldown, or I don't even know, like a way to prevent. I need a way to prevent these mediocre trades that aren't that great. It's not easy. But I closed out of all my accounts. But if there is something amazing, like let's say that we did end up getting a obvious manipulation in the distribution, consider opening my accounts again. What up, media? Okay. I'm just hanging out. One day at a time. One day at a time. But yeah. I think the more rules you put in place that you can follow, the better. Like stricter, like for instance, I could do no pre-market, but the issue is I've seen trades in pre-market that are good, and I think making that as an absolute is not. I don't think that's how I want to do. That's not what I want to do, personally. But there needs to be a way for me to limit the downside in pre-market if there's not actually anything good. Anyway, this is terrible price action. This is not it. But yeah, we're gonna come back another day and lock in again. So, yeah. Not stopping, dude. Not stopping. I mean, I'm glad I have these new rules in place now. I've been making new rules like, the 1, 2, 3 rule where it's like one loss max like 50% of the time. 50% of the time. And then it's like 2 losses max 88 or like 80 to 80 85 to 90% of the time. And then 3 losses max no matter what. That's essentially how it goes for my rules. For my losses. That's the new way I'm doing it. But I can take unlimited break-evens and wins. Right? But as far as losses go, that's essentially the way I'm framing it. And I think that's a very, it allows myself to be it allows myself to keep opportunity while also limiting downside. And I think that's very important, right? It's never necessarily all or nothing, and that's where I need to be able to have the discipline to say, okay, it's not all or nothing here, right? I need to be able to treat this like a professional, and that's kind of how I feel like a professional would do it. So, but there needs to be limits, but there needs to be freedom to allow. Like, there's this balance between safety and freedom, right? And there needs to be limits, which is why I have this 1, 2, 3 rule. But also there needs to be a balance to allow freedom when there's opportunity, because otherwise you just end up breaking your rules. And that's essentially the issue, right? And so that's why I have this 1, 2, 3 rule. So, and that it just kind of comes with discipline. No first percent for value up yet. Dang. Yeah, it depends if this closes, but I'm assuming it will. Interesting. Okay, we have SMT with this low. We could take this inversion and just target 1R. If this inverses. But yeah, we are going into the macro. Okay, I'm gonna open up the accounts again in case we get this inversion. Because, yeah, this would be good. We were delivering from the rejection block of the Asia SMT, right? Yeah, we're delivering from the rejection block of the Asia SMT. So there's the Asia SMT. Here's that rejection block. What actually might end up being good is Phoenix model with this 1 minute rejection block. I'm not gonna lie. I think this will be good. This 1 minute rejection block. Might consider taking that just like on half risk or something. Right? Because we'll have SMT into the rejection block. I think. Or maybe I'll wait for a 5-second confirmation off of it. Right? But we have S&T with Asia here. I'm just thinking. I'm not necessarily saying anything. Look at all this liquidity. Look at all this liquidity above. I mean, no offense to people who don't like lower time frames, but if this ended up playing out, this would be a crazy, crazy awesome trade. Not gonna lie, I really want to take a Phoenix Mini off of this so bad. We just got the regular Phoenix. I don't know if this is gonna work. I'm not even gonna lie. But if it did, that'd be cool, right? I'm not taking it if it's not obvious. Bro, yeah. Well, there's consequent encroachment. So this could play out, right? Should I try it with one and then just have risk management? It's
Order
gonna be
filled.
super tight stop loss, but I'm gonna try it on one. This is maybe stupid, but no way, bro. Well, I'm gonna go break even now. Bro. Did I just soup the bottom? No. No shot, bro. I mean, the RR, I took it on like half risk, so it looks like it's crazy, making crazy money, but I'm not right now. But still, I did not end up taking this on my top steps. I just took it on personal. Oh my, bro. I just souped that, bro. I just souped that. The crap? I just souped that, bro. I mean, it was obviously super tiny risk. It was like I was only gonna risk. I was probably risking like a quarter of my normal size, but still, that's cool. That's cool. I just souped that. Did we inverse the first presented? What up, Medbach? Thanks. I took it on like 1/4 risk because I really had no idea if it was gonna work. I just tried it on 1/4 risk. So far it's working, but yeah, it's probably gonna be break even. Kind of a W. Kind of. It's complicated. First presented rejected it. We rejected the first presented gap, dude. I'm gonna get out here. Bro.
Order filled.
Okay, so that was a win. So that doesn't count. That doesn't mean that I can't trade anymore, right? Since that was a win, I can still take another trade. So, but yeah, dude, they sent it there again. They filled more orders there. Oh, snap, bro. Oh, they literally got more orders filled there. They filled more orders there. Oh, we just saw that happen live. Oh my gosh. They just filled more orders there. I don't know if it's gonna work though. Looks like we're rejecting it again. If they fill more, okay, yeah, they got wiped out, dude. They got wiped out. See you, random guy. I mean, you know, obviously Phoenix Model's not gonna work all the time, but that was like pretty cool how precise that was, right? So we rejected the first presented for value gap. Yeah, guys, I think I'm gonna close off the charts. I'm gonna go on a 2-minute walk because I'm supposed to, right? So, but that was a nice little 1/4 risk trade that I thought would be worth trying, right? Now I'm gonna go on a walk. Okay. So, yeah, might not trade more. Maybe I will. Looks like we're running liquidity now. Running sell side. We'll probably go down to these low resistance lows. We had that first presented for value gap right here, and it got rejected. So I'm guessing my first strike model ended up playing out, right? Where we probably had a 5-second change in state. Yup, 5-second change in state right there. Push up into it, and then reject. Okay. But yeah, I think I gotta be done now. I might just lay down for a bit. I'm gonna keep the stream going, obviously, because I'm not allowed to end it. It's literally against my rules. But I'm just gonna lay down. So. Oh, there's 6 watching. That's more than I thought. Yeah, I'm just gonna lay down. Once again, guys. Wait, getting somewhat nice displacement. I still think that now at this point we'll probably go lower. Yeah. Good spot, Kirk. Yeah, once again, guys, I just need to be able to reset myself. The issue is when I don't get that reset, then I don't think straight, and that's a big issue, right? So yeah, 15-minute BPR here. But there's no SMT, that's the only thing. Okay, I'm just gonna sit down. I'm gonna let myself chill because there's no point in taking another trade today unless it's really, really good. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to force myself into doing something when I know I shouldn't. Hey, what up, Gary? I'm just gonna sit down for a second. I was just telling the stream that I don't want to get myself in a situation to take something that I don't want to take. And right now, I just feel like I need to reset my brain. So I'm just going to lay down for a sec. But we are reacting off of this 15-minute BPR. And yeah, I'm going to look at it on my phone. And then if I see something, I'll come back. Wait a second. This change in state on the 3-minute. Only thing is, there's no why isn't there SMT? Seems like there's just not SMT at all. There used to be SMT before. Now what happened? Okay, this is nice. Okay, I'm considering this. Yeah, we essentially swept liquidity. We left a gap there. We left a gap. Yeah, I took some trades and they weren't that good, but it's per my rules that I can, I'm taking more trades now, but it's hard because I have to be able to reset myself and make sure that I'm in the right frame of mind. So one day at a time. So I like this gap, which would be at equilibrium now. Okay, guys, this is one that I'm willing. This is actually one that I'm willing to take a risk on. I'm completely okay with it. This is a nice 2022 gap, right? We swept liquidity. We broke this high. Now we have a fair value gap, and where's equilibrium? So I'd enter right at equilibrium, wherever it is. So once again, I'm honestly looking, I think we'll come back to equilibrium here. Now, actually, we might not come back to equilibrium, but if we did, that'd be cool. Alright, so we're getting change in state here. 2-minute change state. So I guess I might just take this 2022 gap and wait for lower time from entry off of it, because I'm not going to be able to do one contract, which is the bare minimum I need to do on my personal. So man, this 1-minute change in state was nice. I guess this 5 minutes is pretty good. Actually, you know what? This 5-minute change in state, if we got this, I think this would be pretty clean. I think this would just be really straightforward. This would be going into 10 a.m. There would not be much to think about besides just a clean trade, And then I would honestly just take it and then not go break even and then just hold for this high, probably. I don't know, though. Still thinking. Because maybe you could get a lower time frame entry. The RR is not that great, honestly. Yeah, the RR to go target that high is not. I mean, there should be a way to get better RR here. I think we use this 1 hour rejection block. Oh, it's a 1 hour gap on S&P. It's a 1 hour gap on NAS too. Okay. It's a 1 hour gap, 5-minute change in state. Once again, we might end up running down to the 2022 for value gap at equilibrium, which would be actually even better. I feel like this feels too easy. If this happened, this would be too easy. Okay, so this is wanting 0.4, so that would be 4. So on the top step, I'd probably do. Let's see. Where's equilibrium? Yeah. So on the top step, I'd do. I'm gonna do 16 MNQ. And then on the personal, I'm gonna need to wait for a lower time frame change in state because otherwise, it's just too risky of a fill because I won't have that big of a stop loss. Once again, we might not come down there, but if we do, that's a nice 2022 gap. Did we get the 5-minute change in state? 5-minute, looks like the 5-minute did not change state. But we might change state next, right here. Oh, we're moving down. Okay, I'm gonna take this nice 2022 model here. See nothing wrong with it. This is one that I'd just be proud of if it was a loss, I think. It's also going in 10 a.m. too. You could even have stop loss here. So I might do that. I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna have I guess 0.5. So that means 5. That means 20. So I'm going to do 20 cons at that gap on. Okay, and then on the personal, I'm going to wait for a 5-second change in state or probably a 15-second change in state. Because yeah. So I want to see us tap the 1-minute gap. Where's where's 922? Yo! 922. $922 right there. The gap's right below 922 perfectly. I'm really liking this. Because why is 922 important? Because it's a 90-minute true open. Okay, I just got filled on top step. So, we're officially in the trade. At least I'm officially in the trade. Yeah. And then I'm going to wait for a 5-second change in state for my personal account. So probably like well, let's put a limit order at this low for 1. I think that's reasonable as well. Okay, so if we get 5-second change in state. Well, I guess I want to see 15-second. Do we get it? Once again, I entered at that gap. So I have a order at the low here. That's the only way I'm gonna enter, to be honest, on my personal. And then yeah, previous week's high. I think that's the draw. But also you would take partials, right? So we'll see. Right, we'll see. I'm pretty cool with this trade, whatever happens. So. Might have just got 15-second change of state. I'm not taking that though. I'm only gonna take a trade on the personals if we come down below the low. Okay, I'm gonna actually just show you guys my screen. So. And stop loss at 797. So, yeah. We'll see. Alright. Okay.
Order filled.
Okay. We'll see what happens here. Very close to getting stopped out. Nice, you won longs. That's great. Four R? Dang, bro. Well, I'm in a trade right now. So we'll see. I'm not actually gonna go all the way up to the high here, but Yeah, I'm not doing so good today either, Hyper. So. Yeah, same. I mean, I do think if we got some acceleration out of this gap, then we could go higher, but I don't know if we will. I don't know if we will because why is it taking so long? But maybe they're just filling more orders. I don't know.
Stop
I
filled.
just got clapped, dude. I liked that, but I guess it wasn't good enough. Okay. Um. Yeah. Dude, I thought that was good, but I don't know. I'll review it. Bro, I just wish I was just better at trading. Why do I have to suck? Whatever. I'm trying. I'm literally trying. Uh, okay, I just gotta call it today, dude. I just gotta call it. That was a terrible day, dude. Terrible day. I'm gonna go sit down for a bit. Okay, I'm just gonna end the stream here, guys. I'm just gonna end the stream here. Yeah, I just need to take a nap, and then